Alrighty then. Hello and once again, good evening YouTube, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Kamikaze Games channel, and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 4 Xfinity Season Mode. You may be wondering why we're staring at Chicagoland and not Michigan, let alone Iowa. Well, loyal viewers, let me tell you what happened. I recorded Michigan and won that race. It wasn't very exciting. There was a wreck. And it was a boring race. And then I looked over at my computer and it said it only recorded 49 seconds of the video. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. So I didn't get any of that footage. Restarted the computer. Went to record Iowa. Ran 7th in that race. And it said that it picked up 20 minutes of the race. But when I fucking stopped the recording, it just fucked its own ass again. And I didn't get any of that footage either. So now I've reinstalled Elgato. I actually updated from like 1.40.30 to 1.40.31 or some stupid ass shit. I doubt that's the reason. But now it looks like it's functioning. Now it looks like it's functioning. Is it actually functioning? I don't know. Wow, I didn't know you could do this. Oh, this is results. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, well, we finished 7th in this race. This race, literally nothing happened. Like, Michigan was at least a little bit fun. Nothing happened at Iowa. You did not miss anything except for me telling the same story 2 times on 2 separate recordings, hoping that it would be saved even a single time, but no. So now I get to tell those stories a 3rd time. Can't wait to do that. Anyway, we got 5 wins. We've got a few points over 2nd, 23 to be specific. And last car in the chase is Jeffrey Earnhardt as of now. So that's cool. We're going to Chicagoland, which is a good track. And some fucking unfortunate memories of this place. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's just how it goes sometimes. So I guess I'm telling the story for a 3rd fucking time. Just before I fucking just start slitting my wrist after I tell the same fucking story for the 3rd time. Man, it's not even that good of a story. That's the worst part about it, is that you'd think that by like the... And you know what? That's not even it. There was a series that I was going to do, and then I decided to not do it because it was boring. Right? And that's where I told the story the 1st time. And the only reason I decided to tell the story again and all is because it was the only interesting thing that happened that entire session of the series that we're not going to be doing. So actually, I'm about to tell this story for the 4th fucking time. And if this shit doesn't save, I'm canceling this playthrough. I'm done playing this game. We're canceling this playthrough. I haven't uploaded any of this game yet. Which would be unfortunate because this has been more fun than Heat 3 so far. So anyway. Let's see where I qualify, and that will determine when the fuck, like, this story's gonna start. Like, if we're just gonna get the pole and win this race like nothing, I'm telling the story. But, like, if there's something interesting look like it's gonna happen in this race, we'll save it until whatever next week is. Which is, I think, Daytona, actually. It would be a great time for a very long, drawn-out story. During a race where absolutely nothing's gonna happen. Anyway, I have not held the bottom on either side of this racetrack. Coming to the line, this is probably the best qualifying lap of the season versus the pole time. 21st! We're starting in the same spot that we always do. Hell yeah! Alright, sounds good. Can't wait for this. It's gonna be exciting. Good times were had by basically everyone. Austin Hill failed technical inspection. Oh, however will the team recover? Oh, Custer in the back and Bell in the back. Okay, hold on a second. We've got some actually impactful penalties. All right, that could be a race changer. We got out-qualified by Morgan Shepherd. So that's good. Oh, that's not an almond. Alright. To the green. Illegal restart. Or the start, sorry. We're sneezing into turn 1. That's great. That's really good. That's a cool thing that's transpired here, is we're going to start sneezing immediately as this race starts. Oh, hey, Greg Golding. Hey, he's gotten arrested for domestic violence. That's happened since I last recorded. Well, that's a lie. I made a mention of that in the fucking Michigan race that you'll never see. Because of stupid-ass game caption. Oh, I got room, he says. I mean, yeah, I guess. I made room. I don't got room, I made room. Alright, so, I'm gonna tell this story, and this is the last time I'm telling this story. If the recording fails, we're not telling the story again. Oh, God, we're wrecking. Actually, what we're doing is wrecking. We're still wrecking. We're gonna flip at Chicagoland. Alright, well that's 4 seconds of repairs. May as well fucking restart and last. Okay, we're telling the fucking story. So, when I was in 1st grade, there was this chick who was like 4 or 5 years older than me. She liked to hang out with kids way younger than her for some reason. And you know what? That's fair. To each their own. It's not that weird when kids do it. It's a bit weird when adults do it. But if it's just an 11-year-old girl wants to hang out with younger kids, nothing inherently wrong with that. And it wasn't like a buddy program. It wasn't a sponsored program where, you know, the older kid hangs out with younger kids that have no friends. It was not that. She was doing it entirely of her own volition. Okay? There was a bunch of us, too. It wasn't just me. It was a bunch of kids my age that this chick loved to hang out with. Well, one day, I was at my house, doing kid shit, playing with toy cars or something, and I hear a knock. I hear that on my window. Lo and fucking behold, it's this bitch. She has found my house. Okay? Now, this is back when I was really little and my mom was really poor. Okay? We had no money. Absolutely no money. We were so poor. My mom had absolutely no dollars. So we were always moving to different rental properties all over town. Alright? So, what I'm trying to say, why, Belle? What reason do you have to do that? So we were moving all over the place, and they were all rental properties. So we were not in the phone book, is what I'm trying to say. So this bitch had to geolocate my house. Keep in mind, this chick is like 11. She has to geolocate our house. The only way that I can believe that this bitch found out where I live is that she watched me get in my mom's car after school and looked for our car just around town. That's the only way that I can imagine. So basically, I look up, she's knocking on my window, she fucking points to the front door, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I go out into the kitchen where the front door is. My mom's there, and I'm basically like, hey, there's this chick from my school outside. Can I go and talk to her? Right? And my mom's like, hold on a second. She goes outside. I don't know what words were exchanged, but basically she came back inside and told me, you need to stay away from this person. You can't play with this person. You need to stay away. And I was like, okay. I was 6 years old, super impressionable. I absolutely would have gone outside and had been kidnapped by this chick. Alright? Absolutely a thing that would have happened. Anyway. So yeah, basically, she came back to the fucking school the next day. We can make it 13 laps on field. I mean, there's a bunch of cars in front of me that are pitting. And I feel like we don't have to pit. Well, let's just stay out. Let's just stay out and pit on the second stage. Gaining 7 spots. Okay, so 13 laps of fuel left. I don't know how this first stage was 10 laps. This one's probably 11 laps or 9 laps. Basically, September 11th. Okay, 10 laps. All right, so we can make it just fine. All right. And as far as tires are concerned, yeah, our tires, well, actually, tires are actually a question mark because I had to pit on like lap 4. So that's not indicative of how my actual tire life is going to be. So let's get to the lead and just start saving tires. Okay, so basically, yeah, and then the next day, basically at school, she was hanging out with all the little kids again. And I was basically like, my mom said I can't play with you. And she was like, oh. And we never interacted again. That was some good shit. That was some good shit indeed. So that's that story, basically. Anyway, so I've told that story 4 fucking times now. So I'm sorry if I sound exasperated. And I'm sorry if I'm sick of... Sounds like I'm ready to fucking break something. Because first of all, game capture shouldn't be acting like a bitch. Absolutely no reason for that shit. Yeah, but that story and some other things reminded me of another story I wanted to tell. But now I don't really even know if I want to tell this story. I'm so fucking sick of telling the same stories over and over. Have I done anything else that does not involve those stories that I could talk about? Anything else under the fucking sun? Oh, here's a good story. Okay, so I'm recording this couple of days after posting the reviewing my race reviews video. So just to put it in perspective, this shit's probably going to be uploaded like 2 months from now. And I, in that video, was like, oh my god, I need to get a haircut. Well, I was going to get a haircut. So I went to fucking Walmart on Saturday. Okay? I went to Walmart on Saturday. And the hair place was closed. And even though on the fucking wall it said fucking hours, we were demonstrably during the hours that shit should have been open, but of course it wasn't. But I was like, fuck it. You know what? No one works these days anymore. They probably can't get any help on Saturdays. It makes sense. So I was like, okay. Come back on Tuesday, which is today. It's open. There's one person working. And she's basically like, do you have a reservation? And I'm like, bitch, the reason that I'm getting my hair cut at Walmart is because I don't have a reservation. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? I don't know when I'm going to be off of work on any given day. And every other hair salon in town is closed on the weekends. Which apparently also applies to fucking Walmart now. So basically, I don't have a reservation. And she's like, okay, I don't have anything left for today, but you can go online and do it for tomorrow. And I was, she was like, you want to do it for tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be off work tomorrow. And she said, okay, go online. Go online and set up an appointment then. And I was like, okay. So I come home after spending $150 at Walmart. Because I ain't been there in weeks. I bought a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. And actually, I didn't buy a lot of shit. I bought, like, a cursory amount of shit that absolutely had no right to be $134. But that's a conversation for a different time. I went online, and I looked up the fucking Walmart, and I looked up the fucking hair cutting place that is at Walmart, and lo and fucking behold, it says, oh, this place doesn't take online reservations, you gotta call in. And I was like, alright, guess I'm not getting my fucking haircut. I guess that my hair is just gonna be shit. I'm just gonna look like a fucking idiot with my, you know, receding long hairline. My receding hairline and my way too long hair, that looks terrible. Because it's not a good look when your hairline is receding. And it's just a really awkward length, period. And it's not my natural, like, long hair. You know, like, I can make it work like I did back when I was growing it out every other time. Because every other time I started with a buzz cut. So everything grew evenly. So it looked a lot more natural. But this time, I went to the fucking local barber shop owned by a guy that was, you know, what used to be a fucking, like, a state congressman, but got fired from that. Or, like, retired or, like, something in disgrace. For being not so good with like with like interns. And I went to that guy, and he gave me the gayest haircut I've ever had. But like he had like it was so long in the front, and it looked really bad when it wasn't gel. Basically, it's the worst haircut I've ever had, but I kept it because it was fine. It was serviceable for what it was. But now it's just really weird because like my front part is so much longer than the back part, and like I just parting it to the side makes me look really stupid. Like ever since the Tears for Fears ranking video, I've hated this haircut. It looked good in the thumbnail just because it was, you know, like juxtaposed with the fucking Tears for Fears cover. But like I've hated this haircut ever since that video. But nowhere in town. I can't go anywhere in town because literally everywhere in town is always booked in advance. And I hate making phone calls. I don't make phone calls unless I absolutely have to. So I walk into these places and they're like, we're booked full. And now fucking Walmart is booked full. That's the fucking state of this shit. What a fucking world where Walmart hair salons are booked full on a daily basis. How the fuck does that even happen? Anyway, so that's annoying. Oh my god, Gregson, you shitbag. Shitbag fucking ass! Okay, these guys are just hell-bent on wrecking me for no reason. And that's gonna be a caution, so that's wonderful. Or it's not gonna be a caution? Alright, I guess it wasn't a caution. But don't worry, these guys are still gonna turn on the fucking bump drafting in the middle of the fucking corners. Like, what the fuck do you expect to happen when you're hitting me in the corners? The same shit happened in Michigan. That's why there was a caution in Michigan. And we're cooking these fucking tires, by the way. Running this fast through the fucking corners. But I can't run any slower because they're fucking bump drafting me through the corners. Look at this shit. Stop, Justin. Don't do that. You fucking inbred. Okay, we got 23 to go on laps and 14 to go on fuel. So, that's cool, I guess. Tires are not looking so hot. I mean, actually, the left sides are looking really good. We may be able to pull off 2 tires in this race. I'm trying my best to save tires right now, which I think would help us out here. I might even just let Allgaier go by, because there's such a big gap behind us. I'm trying my best to just save these tires for this entire run here. And yeah, the temperatures are starting to come down here. Really, the right sides don't matter. We're taking rights. It's just these left sides that I want to keep at a reasonable level when we do pit. And it looks like these guys are starting to save their tires too, so. With luck, I mean, maybe, just maybe, like Justin Haley, there's a chance that he pit under the, you know, the stage caution on the first stage. Ooh, no, everyone pit on the last stage, Brayden. Because I pit and restarted with the lead. So everyone pit and took 4 tires on the stage. So that is not true. So I'm just bloating. Yeah. So basically, there's another story that I could tell involving Walmart. So, for some fucking inexplicable reason, I own a condo, right? And I've got a mortgage on the condo. And with a mortgage, you have an escrow fund that you put towards every single year for taxes and property shit, you know, blah, blah, fucking A, blah. Well, the bank that I go through decided instead of taking the excess in the escrow savings and just putting it on the house, which they should have fucking done. No, what they decided to do, they didn't decide to put it on principal. They didn't decide to just, you know, transfer it into a fucking, you know, different account. They decided to make a cashier check and send it to me in the mail. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. It's stupid. It would make 100 times more sense to just put it on principal. Because if they called me up and said, hey, you got an extra $100 in your escrow, you want to put it on, or like put it towards next year's taxes. Keep it in the fucking account. No, they had to send the surplus to me, and it had to be a cashier's check. So, I'm stupid. I've never been given a cashier's check in my life. I have no idea how they work. The only time I've ever used a cashier's check is when I went to fucking apply to the old apartments. They wanted the fucking whatever it's called, the deposit in the form of a cashier's check. So I went to Walmart, made a cashier check, and took it to them. I have no idea how they work. Every other check that I've ever gotten in my life, I either deposit it straight into my account or do a mobile deposit. And since I figured out how to do mobile deposits, I'm like, oh, this is way easier than just actually going to the bank. This is way fucking easier. So I started mobile depositing every check that I get. And I don't get a lot of checks, to be fair. I get maybe like 3 checks every year. This fucking escrow one being one of them. So I try to mobile deposit the cashier's check, but it never accepts it. Which is a good thing, because I looked it up, and like your fucking account will sometimes get hit with fraud flags if you try to mobile deposit a cashier's check, but it was never going to work to begin with. Alright, the point is that it was never going to work. So I feel like a fucking idiot and just hang on to this check that's got the mobile deposit shit on the back. And I'm just like, I don't even want to go to the bank. I don't even want to fucking tell someone that I did this. They're going to look at me like I'm some kind of moron. Which, to be fair, I am a complete moron. We're back in the lead, by the way. I am a complete moron for trying to mobile deposit a cashier check. So what I did, when I wanted to get my fucking hair cut on Saturday, I went to the fucking cashier thing and they were like, no, I can't touch that now that you're written on the back. And I was like, oh, okay. So basically, I went to Walmart to get a cashier check cash and to get my hair cut. Neither of those things happened, and I bought $134 in groceries. That's basically what that trip to Walmart was. So that was annoying. But the story does have a good ending. I went to fucking I went to my actual bank, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I can deposit that." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, all you have to do is put your debit card into the fucking machine, and we'll look up your account and we'll put it in." And it was done in 2 minutes, and I was like, "Fuck. Okay." See, I thought it was worthless. I thought the check was worthless because I put the fucking mobile deposit shit on it. But as it turns out, no. I just went to the bank and they were like, "Yeah, you're good." So that was easy. I stressed out over that for like a 2-month period for no reason. So yeah, but that would have been $144 of my own fucking money that I would have lost. So it's a good thing I stole all that shit in high school to make up for it, right? Yeah, I should like actually talk about like all the bad shit that I did in high school. There's got to be like a statute of limitations at this point, right? 2 laps on fuel. I think we're going to pit this time. This should be an easy dub. It might not be an easy dub because Justin Haley's going to be fast here at the end. Once he does pit. But, we can have... Yeah, let's take 2 tires. 2 tires should be more than enough. And let's head down. Oh my god, I'm going to miss the pit lane. Oh! Actually, never mind. This was really good pit entry, as it turns out. Okay, well, that solves that problem. Okay, 1 can. We'll repair the 1 second of damage. And yeah, basically. Anyway, yeah, that was that. That's what happened there. Oh no, you're falling behind. I don't fucking care! I don't care, Duolingo. What's the first thing in Duolingo? La Piscina. That La Piscina stands for the pool. And the fact that it sounds like La Piscina, like you're pissing in the pool, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so I don't know if I'm the only one that's going to be taking 2 tires there, but I think we're going to be fine. Especially if I continue to save tire here. And if they all take 4 behind me, which it looks like they might be doing, unless that's Haley pitting after I did, a lap later, this should still be an easy dub. Easy dub. We're going to win this race like nothing. Come on, car, yeah. I think they're all taking 4. Actually, that's bad. Well, actually, you see, the thing is that in the last game, there was really no fall off on times. It was just, you know, you just take 4 tires if they're going to make it to the end. Well, that's a lie. I took 2 tires at Texas and really did bad. There was a couple of races that I took 2 tires and did really bad, but it looks like everyone else is taking 4, so I think this is going to be an incredibly easy dub. Incredibly easy dub. We got 8 laps. I've got a massive lead of 14 seconds. Okay. But to be fair, I am losing that. I mean, if we lost a second per lap, we're gonna be in good shape. So, oh my God, Gregson, you fucking bitch. I bought a big thing of garbage bags at Walmart. That alone was $15. What else did I get? Just a lot of food. A lot of $8 chicken patty bags, $6 buns, because they still don't have the Sam's Choice ones. They haven't had the Sam's Choice ones for like 2 months. I don't even know if the original keto buns even exist anymore. That's how long it's been since those have gotten ordered. I thought about going to Walmart, like applying to Walmart, just so that I can make sure the good keto buns get ordered. I have honestly considered that. Oh, I got two of the Quest pizzas. That alone right there is... Actually, they lowered the price of the Quest pizzas. They were like $8. Now they're fucking like $6.32. That's huge. I buy a lot of those. So that was good. That was a good thing, actually, going to Walmart and actually, like, saving money. First time that's happened since, like, 2006. Well, like, I can't believe that it was $134 for essentially nothing. But, like, I go there all the time and I get my usual shit. And it's, round about, you know, $60, $70 whenever I go in. This time I got, you know, like $40 extra, so it checks out. It does check out. Got another belt. Because all my belts are too big. I'm not fat enough for them anymore, which I guess is a good thing. But it's also a waste of $12. I bought a fucking $12 belt, and I found these thermal leggings on clearance for $1. I bought thermal leggings for $1. I even rang it up on the thing on the machine to make sure, and it went through as exactly $1. And I'm like, damn, that's some good shit. And I mean, yeah, it's spring clearance. I'm not gonna need them again until next year. But like, I'm gonna need them next year. Hey, white flag is out. We're starting to drive away from second place. It was down under 10 seconds. Now we're back to 10 flat. So we probably could have won this race on 4 tires. We came out 14 seconds ahead and we're starting to pull away now. And it would have been, well... And this, actually, we would have probably been going faster if it hadn't been. Well, you know what? The previous lap was only, like, literally right there on the best lap. We're going to slam the fucking wall, come into the line, but it doesn't matter. Winner at Chicagoland. Easy. Easy dub. And maybe we'll actually be able to fucking watch it! Elgato. Nadar. To swim. That's the Tool song. Aprende nadar. Dibujar. Dibujar. Hey! Daytona's next! Woo! So, after that one, we are now a full race ahead of Briscoe. Michael on net is third with 2 wins. Fucking blessed. El Nino quiere dibujar un perro. Okay, bitch. Whatever you say. Oh yeah, I've got the free 3 days of Super Duolingo. I must say, it is nice to not have to sit through the 5 seconds of ads. Alright, Daytona! Daytona! Welcome back to Daytona. It's like fucking episode 5 of the playthrough, and we're back at Daytona again, mid-season, because we're losing out on 2 entire races. I don't know if you want, like... I could do, like, arcade mode for Michigan and Iowa if you really wanted to see them so badly. We go to Iowa twice in this game, don't we? It wasn't very good. It was not a very good race. I started 30th, so getting up to 7th was like a challenge or whatever. But it wasn't exactly entertaining. We are back at Daytona! Yeah! And we are not going to qualify, because I feel like not sitting here for a minute and a half doing that. Ah, this game's pissing me off. Josh Bilicki failed scanning. Oh no. That is devastating news. However will Josh Bilicki come back from this? Alright, here we go. It is in fact the green flag out at this race. You know what, we, didn't we start last in, all the other plate races in, Heat 3 too? I know the Talladega truck race was pretty fun, even though we got fucked over. But, like, it's even easier to do play races in this game because of fucking, the share draft system. Oh my god, but the car is so shit. The steering sensitivity. Oh, the steering sensitivity. Okay. Oh, my teammate, Josh Bilicki with the failed car, the failed tech. Yes. Oh boy. Here he comes. Oh, we're dancing and singing and moving to the grooving. Oh, dear. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. I'm starting to figure out the sensitivity for this track. Okay. Immediately as I say that, we are dying. We are dying. Oh, my Carmen is my drafting partner. Oh, never mind. He's thrown himself to the outside lane. That's certainly an idea. Gray Golding leads. Oh, hell. You know, there was this one Twitter video once where Gray Golding. Gray Golding was like shirtless, and I was like, oh my god, he's hot. God damn. And then I realized, you know, probably just about everyone that's successful in NASCAR besides like Brendan Gaughan and Tony Stewart are probably all in very good shape and probably have six-packs and are incredibly hot. You know, it's probably not just Gray Golding that's just shockingly gorgeous. You know, I'm sure most other drivers are equally as good looking. I mean, like, maybe not like the old guys in the truck series. I'm guessing Stuart Friesen isn't much of a looker underneath that fire suit. Or Matt Crafton. 47-year-old Matt Crafton. Ooh, I bet he's not doing so hot underneath there. But, yeah. I remember that being very striking, though. Like, that was, I really didn't think. I really never thought up to that point, like, you know what? They are all athletes, you know. You know, despite what, you know, Stewart's physique would tell you. For the most part, especially the young guys, they're probably all very hot. So, yeah. Anyway, can Zane Smith give me a fucking lane? Perhaps? Please? Oh, we're back to Gregson pushing me. Replicating fucking, the February race. Alright, well. 2 to go on the stage, and we're almost to the lead. Or, well, not into the lead, but we're almost into stage points. Oh, Vinnie Miller. Forgot he was in this game. I forgot Vinnie Miller existed. Can you believe that Matt Mills has stuck around as long as he has? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, this dude right here. Fucking Matt Mills. Like, between him and Vinnie Miller, you could not put together even a halfway competent race car driver between him and Vinnie Miller. But they both ended up at BJ McLeod's team at the same time, and they both struggled to be relevant at any point. And yet it was Matt Mills that stuck around the longest. Oh, God! That was a scary moment. Timmy Hill up here in 10th. What a run for the NBM team. Come on down the track, Timmy. Draft with me, Timmy. No. He's stuck on the outside. Morgan Shepherd's up here, though. Don't you worry about that. Morgan Shepherd's up here looking for another stage win. Oh, my goodness, dude. Racing for Jesus. Hell yeah, dude. Well, actually, it would not be hell yeah. In fact, it'd be the opposite of hell yeah. Heaven, yes. Heavens, yes. There we go. That's Morgan Shepherd's catchphrase. There should be a Morgan Shepherd, like VeggieTales type show where Morgan Shepherd's like an anime, like a 3D animated something. Maybe not a vegetable. Maybe that'd be a little bit on the nose. But like Morgan Shepherd is some 3D animated thing, and he just tells Bible stories. That'd be a good show. He tells Bible stories and he beats his wife. I've heard that Morgan Shepherd is not a very good husband. But that's all. I've only heard that. I haven't seen it. I've unfortunately not been inside the Shepherd household. Oh my God. By the way, we're still 3 wide and they're still pinching me in every fucking sense of the word. Jeffrey is not speeding up. Go a bit faster, Jeffrey. Use that JGR engine. For fuck's sake. Josh Williams is up here, performing way better in a DGM car than he ever could in a calling car. Man, he's just had a very sad and pathetic drive for calling so far. I mean, the team is kind of collapsing. You know, Allmendinger hasn't even been particularly great in the Xfinity Series. SVG has been, you know, a true oval rookie. But, like, he's gotten a few top 10s here and there. Josh Williams, though, he's worse than when Landon Castle was, like, blowing engines every fucking week for the team. Anyway, I guess we've made it to the lead, and there's nothing interesting that's going to happen for the rest of this race. So I guess I'll tell that second story that I was going to tell. So, remember how the other story was about a crazy bitch? Well, this second story is about a crazy bitch. But this crazy bitch was actually in my grade. So it's less creepy, but it's still creepy. It's still very creepy, actually. It's not even that much less. Okay, so when I was younger, there was this chick that was absolutely in love with me from the beginning. From the absolute fucking onset. This bitch was in love with me. And unfortunately, she was a complete fucking psycho, alright? You know, I know, wow, woman moment, am I right? Am I right, guys? Am I right? Wow, a crazy woman? Wow. No, this bitch was an absolute psycho. And she came from an utterly broken home. Had an older brother, you know, that was in prison, in and out of prison. I don't know when the last time he was in prison. I worked with him for like a couple of months after he was out of prison. I don't know if he got fired from that or not, but, you know. Oh, caution's out. Well, it looks like we are not going to be pitting under green. I'm going to take everything just to be safe, and we are going to come out second. Very cool. So this bitch was absolutely in love with me. And from like first grade all the way until 4th grade, this absolute fucking psycho. I had to deal with this bitch every fucking waking day. Just being an... Oh, God, that's not the end of the stage. Oh, I thought this would be stage 3. Oh, shit. All right, we're in stage 3. Okay, well, now we might still have to pit. We might still have to pit on the next stage if there's no caution, which there probably will be if there was a caution for, like, basically nothing here. It's not lost on me, by the way, that Joe Nemechek wrecked in the first part. There was no caution. And in Heat 3, I flipped down the backstretch and there was no caution. But, like, just randomly, there will be caution. For seemingly no reason. It's not lost on me. Anyway, so this bitch was a total psycho, blah, blah, blah. But And I had to put up with this shit for years of my life. Until between 4th and 5th grade during summer vacation. One day I was in the shower, you know, hanging out, and my mom came in the bathroom and was like, hey, so, you know this chick in your class? She just got arrested. She just got arrested for stealing a cell phone. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks, Mom. And that was pretty much the extent of that conversation. But when my mom left, I like basically started celebrating in the shower. I was so fucking happy, you have no idea. How liberating it was to finally be free of this absolute fucking psycho. It was great. I was so happy. And keep in mind, this is like 2007 or 2008, somewhere in there. This wasn't like a fucking iPhone. This bitch stole like a fucking, you know, Sony flip phone that probably, like, barely worked, or a track phone. Probably a fucking track phone, in all honesty. But, yeah. And she never came back to that school. And I was so fucking happy. I was free. It was the greatest thing ever. And then, when high school rolled around, and, you know, I was working at the grocery store, so this is around 10th grade, I saw the bitch. She came into the grocery store. And I didn't recognize her at all. Because when she was in school, when she was like in, you know, 1st to 4th grade, basically anorexic. Like a stick. But when this bitch showed up to the grocery store, oh my god. I am not exaggerating. 300 pounds. Low estimate for this bitch. And I was like, oh, hi. Yeah. But like, once again, it was like a second victory that day. Just, I was reveling in it. It was great. And I couldn't talk too much shit because that was when I was like 192, if you'll recall. If you'll recall from previous episodes of this very series. I was like 200. So I couldn't really talk too much shit. But, at the same time, it was funny. It was funny. I still won. It was a moral victory. Is what it was. Anyway, oh my god, yeah. So the reason that that memory was jogged was partially the story about the psycho bitch from when I was really little. And also partially because I saw the bitch again. I saw the crazy bitch again. It was at the gas station, right? And I was like in the aisle. And like, it took me a second to like mentally process what I was seeing. She hasn't changed very much. She looks like she's 45 years old. This bitch is like 6 months older than I am. But like, she looks fucking 45 now. And I'm just sitting back like, Jesus. It's funny. It's funny. And now I'm actually like moderately in good shape again. So, I mean, you'd probably be able to recognize me if you looked long enough. But like, you know. I am definitely in better shape than I've ever been. Well, that's a lie. I weighed in at 144.8 this morning. And I've eaten a lot since. Like I said, went to Walmart, bought 2 donuts with the intention of having one today and one tomorrow, and I've already had them both. You know, the usual. Fuck this game, by the way. Okay, we are not going to pit for the rest of this race, so we are racing for the win at this point. Joey Gase is 5th and faster than me. Look at these fuckers. They're just rolling the inside. I'm going to have to start bump and running these guys like I did in that one core race. Oh! Okay. Anyway, that's that story. That was that entire story. Just basically me reveling in the suffering of others. But it's justified. It's justified. This bitch is insane. And you know what? I know it was really little when she was like actually in my class. But like as the years went on and like I turned 13 and my thoughts were driven primarily by hormones, I did think about it. On more than one occasion, I might have hate fucked this bitch. I'm not lying. I might. If it was when I was 13 and I had absolutely no standards and all I wanted to do was fuck, I might have done it. So thankfully this bitch never came back to that school. Oh, caution's out. Alright, well, that's an easy win. So, thankfully it never fucking happened, and it never fucking will. But I might have thought about it. I might have thought about it. Alright, green, white. It's a green, white checkered. And we're really slow on the start for some reason. What the fuck is this shit? We've been really fast on the starts for the rest of the race. Here goes my teammate Josh Balicki with Dr. Squatch on the car. We're already outside the top 10. I'm not even gonna be up to fucking speed before the fucking white. Alright, this is not going to be an easy win, as it turns out. Push me, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah, now they've decided to turn off the fucking share draft. Alright, here we go. Closing in. Okay, making it happen. Alright. Alright, I believe that's Nemechek taking the lead right here, but Gregson's third. So the last fucking thing that we need is Gregson winning a race. Balicki, I would love to push Balicki to the win. But is he going to go for it? Oh, he might. Oh, he might. Go, Balicki, go! Speed! Come on, Balicki. We got this. Except we don't, because Bell's not pushing me. Wee! Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee, baby! Ooh-wee! Okay, I think Gregson's winning this because Nemechek's all the way on the top now. And I don't have enough speed to get by these guys. This is fucked up. Boy, isn't this just like an actual NASCAR race? You know, you get stuck in fucking, you know, 3 rows back and there's basically no chance that you're going to win on a green-white checker. Oh, okay, Nemechek's going to win. Can I get 6? I did not. Oh, I got 6! Apparently I got 6th. I don't think I did, but if you say so, game. Can we get the long replay and find out what happened to bring out this caution? Or these cautions, I suppose. Anything? Anything at all on the cautions? Or were they just for fun? They were fun flags. Something tells me they were fun flags. Oh, here we go. Austin Cindric and Jeffrey. Oh! Oh, God, it wasn't a fun flag. It was not a fun flag. Actually, it was not a fun flag. Okay, a justified caution, as it turns out. That was, in fact, a justified caution. Oh my God. Yeah? Oh my goodness. I can't slow this shit down. We're stuck on these, basically. Like, I mean, I can change the camera angles, but like, I can't do anything about, you know. Okay, so where's, oh no, it was a net! No, not Michael! What happened? Oh, he just spun like a loser. And it caused Michael to be involved. Pain. But like when I changed this replay length, like, ooh. Hold on just a cotton picking second. We might have ourselves a thumbnail. Look at this. Look at that. How's that for a thumbnail? Huh? That is Nemechek's first win of the season. Apparently Greg Golding has a stage win. And it's, yeah, down to 12th. So, wow. Jeffrey's got a big gap on the next car. Yeah, Josh Balicki winning that race would have definitely thrown a monkey wrench into the chase. That is for sure. Hey, I even got the fastest lap. How about that? Fastest lap. That never happens in this game. These games, even. That's a rarity right there. Good shit, guys. High fives all around. Okay, so we did not win. No, we won Chicagoland, but we did not win Daytona. Next up is Kentucky, which sucked in the last game, and New Hampshire, which has always been bad in heat games. Then we go to Iowa again, so you don't get to miss out on Iowa. Ooh! And a road course. Then we go to another road course. Then we go to Bristol. Then we go to another road course. And then we go to Darlington. And then it's Indianapolis, which is not the road course, sadly. And then the chase cutoff at Las Vegas. And then, can I just say, I am not looking forward to these. Not looking forward to these. That is for sure. Okay, well. Anyway, but that is neither here nor there. Next time we head to Kentucky, here's the standings with, how many races to go before the chase? 10... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you actually watch this and this shit's not just gonna fucking not render the video because it's stupid. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you whenever comes next. Bye. Oh, we got bits. No. I don't think so, motherfucker. I just want to climb up the side of the ship and collect the health. I'm literally in space. All I want to do is get the health and I'm in space. For fuck's sake, dude. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hey! I finally got the health. Like, come on, dude. Come on. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. Like, really, when you think about it, this is pretty much peak. This is peak video games right here.